Let's make a cherry crumb pie. This is not my recipe. This comes from a cookbook that I will not be naming because it sucks. The first step was to add 6 cups of fresh or frozen cherries to a pan along with a cup of water, a third cup of agave syrup, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I gave that all a quick mix and then started simmering it on medium heat. The cookbook said it would take 6 to 10 minutes for it to thicken up. It was not 6 to 10 minutes. It wasn't close to 6 to 10 minutes. It was closer to 30 minutes if I'm being honest, and it still wasn't like as thick as probably I would make it. I feel like I needed some cornstarch or something, but I let that cool for about 30 minutes and then I started on my pie crust. To a food processor, I added 1.5 cups or 180 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt. I gave that a quick pulse, then I added a 1/4 cup. It called for cold vegan butter, but I always do frozen vegan butter, and then a 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening as well. Now we're gonna pulse that and start incorporating 3 tablespoons of ice water. Then I just process that until the dough kind of starts to clump together, just like this. That's how you know it's ready. Then I made it into a dough ball, transferred it over to my floured work surface, and started rolling it out to a 10 to 12 inch circle, and then I did cut off the edges because I wanted it to be pretty. Then I just rolled it on my rolling pin and transferred it to my greased and floured pie dish and started to crimp the edges because, again, pretty. I mean, look at her. She is so pretty, and she's ready for our cooled cherry filling. So I started spooning that in, and once that is nice and evened out, a nice even layer of our filling, it's time to make our crumble. Half a cup of melted vegan butter, half a cup of sugar, and apparently 1 cup or 120 grams of flour. I'm going to tell you that is nowhere near enough flour because it was nowhere near a crumble. I had to add more flour until it resembled a crumble. Okay, this cookbook, I'm telling you. But I did a nice even full layer of that crumble, and it's time to bake her at 350 for 30 to 40 minutes, and then we have to let it cool for hours. By the way, it's the worst part about pie, but here she is. She came out pretty. She came out gorgeous. She was ready to eat. Ultimately, it was good. I would make adjustments. I would make it differently, but it was good.